So tonight we are doing sequence and series and slash AP and GP. Now sequence is a collection of numbers that form a regular pattern. For example, if we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, continue. Now all these numbers have a regular pattern. So the difference between this and this is 2. Difference here is 2. Difference here is 2. Difference here is 2. Difference here is 2. That means anytime you have a number with a regular pattern, that is when you have the same common difference, that means you can say this is a sequence. Now what of series? Series is a summation of a number that has a regular pattern. So but we are not adding together. So the difference in series and sequence: in series we use comma, in sequence we use comma, and in series we use plus, but we are not adding together. So instead of saying 3, 6, 9, 12, we will say 3 plus 6 plus 12. So anytime we use plus to separate the numbers, it is series. Anytime you use comma to separate it, it is sequence. So this one is not a workings, but at least just know the difference between series and sequence. So a sequence will be doing more most of the time. So let's say AP and GP. AP is arithmetic progression, while GP is geometric progression. So in an AP, if I write 2, 4, 6, 8, continue. Now the first number here is 2. That means I will say A is equals to 2, where A is the first term. That means anytime you see A in sequence, you will know it is a first term. D is common difference. So this is first term, second term, third term, fourth term. So common difference is second term minus the first term. Again, common difference is second term minus the first term, or third term minus the second term, or fourth term minus the third term, anyhow. So now common difference is equals to 2. We represent D as common difference. That means from now, if you see A in AP, you should know its first term. If you see D, you should know its common difference. Again, A is first term, D is common difference. So let us now start illustration in solving. Now for an AP, the first term is A, second term is A plus D, third term is A plus 2D, fourth term is A plus 3D, fifth term is A plus 4D. What do you notice there? When I say third, I'm writing 2. When I say fourth, I'm writing 3. When I say fifth, I'm writing 4. Now what do you think fifth term will give you? A plus 4D. What do you think the sixth term will give you? That will be A plus 5D. Now do you see that the number is just reducing by 1. What do you now think that nth term will give you? Now nth term, following the same pattern, will now give you A plus n minus 1 into brackets d. Now this is formula for nth term of an AP. So now, but if I ask you what is 100th term, 100th term, how can you represent it? Since it's 100, it will be a plus 99d. Now what of 58th term? What of 58th term? How can I represent it? 58th term is a plus 57d. So you just be removing 1 there. So you should be able to write the term even without the formula. What is 11th term? 11th term will be a plus 10d. So you'll be removing 1 like that. Now what of 17th term? It will be a plus 16d. So like that. So now let's see another aspect. So we should list the formulas that will be using in AP or GP. So now nth term, of an AP, we represent it as Tn. So the formula is a plus bracket n minus 1 into bracket d. So this is 1. 2. Last term of an AP. So last term of an AP, that means L is equal to a plus n minus 1 into bracket d. Now do you notice that the nth term and the last term formulas are the same, but we use Tn for nth term, we use L for last term. Number 3, sum of first nth term. Sum of first nth term of an AP. So sum of first nth term of an AP, we represent that one as Sn. That is n over 2 into bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into bracket d. We also have number 4, sum of nth term of an AP given the first and the last term. So we also have a sum, that is sum Sn equals to n over 2 into brackets a plus L. Now these are the first sets formula we need to know on AP, so which is arithmetic progression. So note AP is arithmetic progression. So we'll still talk about GP. Now note all this, so write this first. Now let's see consecutive terms of an AP. Now to have consecutive terms of an AP, the one I use that is very fast in consecutive is, let me explain consecutive terms first. Now let's say we have a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these numbers are consecutive, meaning they follow each other. That is why we call them consecutive terms. Now in representing consecutive terms, this one will be x first term, x plus 1 second term, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4, x plus 5, depends on what you want. Now, do you know if x is 1? This will be 1. 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 4, 1 plus 5. Do you see this is still the same thing as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, because we don't usually know a certain number, that's why we always represent it as x. So now these are consecutive terms of a number. So if I say, for example, the sum of 2 consecutive terms of a number is 8, find the number. The sum of 2 consecutive terms of a number is 8, find the number. I'll say let the consecutive term be x and s plus 1. So that will be x plus s plus 1 is equals to 8. That means sum of 2 consecutive terms of a number is 8. So you want to find the number. So this one should be 2x equals 8 minus 1. 2x is 7. So you see there is no such consecutive whole number because we get fraction here. So but what we are really doing is that anytime we say consecutive numbers, they are x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4, x plus 5. What are even numbers? Even numbers are 2, 4, 6, etc. If I say consecutive even numbers, they are x plus 1, x plus 3, that is 2, 4, as in see the corresponding terms. Then x plus 5, they are consecutive even numbers. Now consecutive odd numbers are this one, x plus 2, x plus 4, and like that. But in AP and JP, we have different representation for consecutive number. Now since in AP we are talking about first term and common difference, so now consecutive term of an AP now will be, I can use a minus d, a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d, as in continue depend. So now this is, if I ask you now, for example, the sum of 3 consecutive terms of an AP is so. So sum of 3 consecutive terms, so you add these 3 together, that is a minus d plus a plus a plus d is the anything they give you. Now this is sum of consecutive term of an AP. So anytime you see a question that say the sum of the consecutive term of an AP is, so let the consecutive term of the AP be a minus d, a plus d, anyone. So depend on the number of consecutive they ask you. Now let's see questions.